funeral is about to begin, sir.
I think we just picked up Dracula. It's got a death curse.
Are they slow moving, Chief?
Yeah, they're dead. They're all messed up.
Welcome back to another episode of Never Not Horror. This is episode 3 of Quick Cuts. Quick Cuts is our off-week podcast where we aren't doing a movie deep dive review. Instead, we're doing some more casual discussion-based episode, which today is the next entry in our Horror by the Decades ranking. So we've started a series of episodes where we will work backwards from each decade and go through our personal top 13 favorite horror movies from that decade. So last time we did the 20-teens, and this time we're doing the 2000s. So movies released between 2000 and 2009. And again, these are movies that we like the most, not necessarily the best movies, with air quotes, because that's so subjective of what the best means. So it's just the 13 movies and a few honorable mentions that we enjoy watching the most released in that time period. So it's going to be a good time. And again, we admit Rich and I have not revealed our list to each other, so we're going into this blind. We don't know how many crossovers we're going to have. We don't know what what each other's ranking is, so it's gonna be fun to get into. I am Steve Clark, by the way,
and I am Rich Hansel.
So welcome back. And so as we do with these episodes, before we get into our ranking, in this case for this episode, talk a little bit about just what we've been into recently. I recently went on vacation to Florida. I just came back yesterday, so we are recording 4 days behind, and I have 2 days to edit and post the last episode, so it'll be fine. I got it. I got this. So because I was on vacation, I didn't have a ton of time to watch movies or anything. The only movie I watched the whole time on vacation was I finished watching Hellraiser so that I could be refreshed to talk about the last episode. But otherwise, nothing new really going on. I haven't seen any new movies, but I did want to take a minute to throw out a recommendation here. So here at Never Not Horror, Rich and I are both big fans of found footage movies and mockumentary stuff, and
love it.
And there is a series of movies that I don't feel like enough people know about. It is called the first movie is called Horror in the High Desert. Rich, are you familiar with this?
No, I've never heard of it.
So there are 3 movies. Horror in the High Desert is the name of the movie. Second one, they're all called Horror in the High Desert, but the second one is called Minerva, and then the third one just recently came out. It's called Firewatch. And the first 2 are on Tubi. The third one you have to rent on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
But these, it's really interesting stuff. It's found footage mockumentary, similar to Hell House, where you got interviews with people, but then you're seeing footage taken. So in the first movie, it's about this guy who has a YouTube channel, and he records a lot of hiking videos, and he goes out hiking into the high desert of I think it's Nevada, like not like Las Vegas, but like the wilderness of Nevada. And he ends up disappearing, and through interviews and footage, you learn more and more about what happened to him and why he disappeared. And then the second and third movies evolved into this whole mythos of weird shit happening in the high desert. And it's really good stuff. Like I said, you can watch the first and second movies on Tubi for free. Highly recommend checking it out if you like found footage and the mockumentary genre of horror. It's not gory, it's not graphic, but it's interesting stuff, and I don't feel like enough people know about it. So
cool, yeah.
Horror in the High Desert, check it out.
I'll definitely check them out.
I think you will like, particularly you. I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
it's a little slow burn, kind of, but it pays off. It's worth it.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. I wrote it down so I can watch it. Tubi and then Amazon Prime.
Yeah, the newest, the third one, and I listened to an interview with the guy that makes them, because it's sort of it's just a guy making it, similar to. Have you ever seen the Blackwell Ghost? I think is what it's called.
I have seen the thumbnail, but I've never watched it.
I think there's like 8 of those. But
Yeah.
the first one is actually, I watched it again recently, and it's really good. It's like a ghost hunting thing. I think it's similar to that in the idea that the guy that makes the movies kind of does it mostly on his own. It's very like independent film kind of thing. But yeah, I definitely recommend checking it out.
Cool. Yeah, I will. All right, what have I been up to? I've been listening to my latest audio book. I've been listening to is almost a dream book for me. It is amazing. Now it's a book that has maybe 10 or 12 different stories in it by various authors. They're not all written by one guy.
Okay, it's an anthology.
It's an anthology. Nothing is really connected. None of the stories are connected. Some are an hour long. Others are 15 minutes long. But so I can't name the author because there's so many. But it is called Classic Monsters Unleashed. And what it is these different authors kind of giving a sub-story to our classic monsters, say Frankenstein or the Wolfman or the Invisible Man or Jack the Ripper. There's so many of them.
Can I see the cover of it? I know the book you're talking about. I actually, so if you don't know, I'm a writer, and they put out, when they were doing that book, they put out an open call, and people could submit stories to try to be in the book. And I considered it, like, I ended up not submitting anything.
Oh, I wish you would have.
I just couldn't come up with anything. But yeah, I remember when they were doing the open calls for that.
Oh, it's so good. Now, I'm not saying, I will say the first probably 5 or 6 stories are the best, and it kind of not as good towards the end. There is still some good ones, but I was so excited for the first 4 or 5 stories. I mean, it just dives into backstories of like the Frankenstein one, and it doesn't even they do a good job of not stepping on the IPs of different. They can't say Frankenstein because they would be infringing on copyrights or whatever. So they just say the monster, and you slowly start putting together what they're talking about. They do it in a real subtle way. So when you're listening, you're trying to who are they talking about here? What classic monster movie are they talking about? And you slowly start putting it together. But it's just amazing.
All right.
Like I said, not all of them. Not every story is good.
I've read a lot of anthologies, and it's always the case.
Yeah.
Like, there are some that are amazing and some that are all right.
Oh, but there's some that just it's so fun to listen to a story that was never written, really.
Yeah.
But they use the main monster,
like the theme and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I've been up to,
all right.
and I think it was maybe a 13 or 14 hour book listen. So it's quite long, but there's a lot of stories and
nice,
and it's fun. So that's what I've been up to.
I will throw in with that too that if you are a reader, anthologies like that where you get stories from a bunch of different authors are a great way to experience new authors and find somebody. Like some of my favorite authors that I read regularly now are writers I discovered from an anthology. Jonathan Mayberry is one. I bet I've read 20 or 30 of his books now, and I was originally introduced to him in an anthology about zombie stories. So that kind of thing. But interesting segue though. My current audiobook is The Stand by Stephen King, which I mentioned last time. I've been doing a reread of the Dark Tower series, and the Dark Tower series of Stephen King crosses over into a lot of his books. There's a lot of mention of it. And I'm following along with another podcast called Talking Scared, where they're, the host of that show and two other authors, one who has never read The Dark Tower or much Stephen King, is experiencing it for the first time. And the next book in their reading order is The Stand. So I'm listening to that. And that is a monster of a book. I don't know if you've read The Stand, but the audiobook is 44 hours long.
Yeah, it's a long one.
It's a door stopper. So I'm working through that. I've read it before, so it's a reread.
I have as well, but yeah. I remember, a
lot of people consider that his best book ever.
Absolutely.
And it is really good. It's very good, but I wouldn't call it. It's not my favorite. I don't even know it's in my top 5. But the segue though is there is an anthology coming out soon called "The End of the World as We Know It: Stories Set in the World of The Stand," where like 20 plus authors are writing stories set in the world of The Stand.
Awesome.
And Stephen King allowed it to be done. So
that's great.
Yeah. So but yeah, anthologies are cool. I was in one. My very first publication was an anthology. Actually, so.
That's a great book.
Yeah.
I love that. All the stories are really good, especially yours.
Well, thanks, bud.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, I think that's all I have. Like I said, I was on vacation, so I've been beaching it up in Clearwater, Florida for a week. So
yeah, bragger.
It was a good time. So I did not have much other horror stuff going on, so except for a little bit of sunburn, but that's okay.
Yeah.
So, we will go ahead and get into it. So we're looking at horror by the decade. So we're doing our top 13 favorite horror movies released in the 2000s. So 2000 to 2009 is the decade we're looking at here. And we'll do some honorable mentions at the end because it's so hard. I mean, so many movies. I mean, I in my mind, I kind of tried to compare this decade to the 2010s that we did last time. I feel like they're pretty on par.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just as hard this time as it was last time for me. So
definitely.
So we'll get into it. So we're doing, because we love Friday the 13th so much, we do top 13s around here. And Rich, you want to go first? You want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I think I went first last time, but that's okay. Did I go first? I guess it don't matter.
I think you did, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah. All right. We'll start with number 13, of course, working back. And my number 13 is actually my most recent view. I didn't watch this movie until about 4 months ago, and it really knocked my socks off. I hadn't even ever heard of it, so I liked the way the thumbnail looked.
That'll get you these days.
Yeah, so I selected it, and it is 2008 Lake Mungo.
Man, okay, all right.
So it's kind of a movie that it is a found footage, and a girl goes missing, and the family is they're like grieving, but still want to find out what happened to this sister, and things go on. It's really, really, it's a super, super slow burn, but it does keep you interested, and the actors do a great job. But it was actually directed by a guy named Joel Anderson, who worked on the Late Night with the Devil movie.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
He wasn't a director or anything. I think he was the script editor or something.
Okay,
but
all right.
But he did work on that. So Lake Mungo, 2008 is my number 13.
All right. I will say Lake Mungo is not on my list because I haven't seen it, but I am well aware of this. Like, that movie gets cited a lot of like people's favorite found footage movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was.
Like the more I've gotten into found footage, people mention that all the time. So I have to watch it.
Yeah, you definitely much as you love found footage, you'll love this.
Okay. All right. So number 13 for me is going to be from 2004. It is the Dawn of the Dead remake.
Yeah.
So we haven't done it yet on this movie, but I'll go ahead and spoil that Dawn of the Dead, the original, is my favorite movie of all time. It's going to be Five Howls when we do it, and it's hands down my favorite movie ever. So the Dawn of the Dead remake, I like it. I like it a lot. of course, it wasn't going to meet my expectation of the original, and I didn't go into it expecting that. I knew the original was just my perfect storm,
Right.
But I really like it. I think they do a good job. They change things, and they modernize it, but it still works. It's still good. Ving Rhames is good. It's a solid movie. He's no Ken Foray, but he's good. So yeah, really enjoy it. I do prefer slow zombies, the old school Romero zombies, and they do upgrade them to the fast zombies in this movie, but it's still, I couldn't do this list without putting the Dawn of the Dead remake in here, because I think as far as horror movie remakes go, and there's been a ton in the last 20 plus years, I think the Dawn of the Dead remake is one of the better ones for sure. And foreshadowing, it's not the only remake on my list.
Yeah.
But so yeah, number 13 for me is the Dawn of the Dead remake from 2004.
All right. So we're going to move to number 12, and number 12 on my list is from 2007, and it is a Spanish mockumentary, and it is called Rec. R-E-C.
R-E-C.
Yeah, I don't know. I call it Rec, but
Yep.
you may call it Reek or Record or something. But it's a Spanish mockumentary zombie film, really. A group of documentary makers are going to go on a run with the fire department. So they go to I guess it's like a hotel. Is it a hotel or apartment building? And they go inside.
Yeah.
And they start finding these zombie-like people, and the government shuts down the apartment. Nobody can get in, nobody can get out. They're afraid it'll start a plague. But they're filming the whole time, so it's really cool the way they do it. But I enjoyed it a lot. I was sucked into it. It was a lot of it was subtitled, but I think some was English, wasn't it? Was there any English, or was it all
I'm ashamed to say I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay.
I think I started it and I fell asleep again. Like you, that's no signal of
Right.
quality. I just fall asleep easy.
Yeah, I do too. But yeah, I enjoyed it too. So number 12 for me is 2007
So
Rec.
Sidebar with Rec. Is the movie Quarantine like an American remake of it?
It has to be.
'Cause
to
it's the
be.
exact same plot.
Yeah.
And Quarantine is on my honorable mentions, actually.
Is it?
But I've never seen Rec all the way, so maybe
Yeah.
if I'd seen
It
the
probably,
original,
now that you say it probably is the American version.
I feel like maybe it is.
Like-
Again, if I'm completely off base here, let me have it in the comments.
Yeah, you're probably right. I bet it is.
Because it's the exact same. Like
Yes.
she's on a patrol with the fire department,
Yes.
and they go to. So I think it's like an American remake of
Yeah,
that.
it
Okay.
probably is. Quarantine. I
Yeah.
wonder what year that was.
It was in this decade, so.
Oh, 'cause you said it was
It
in
was
your
one of my
honorable
honorable. I don't know the date.
Okay, cool.
I forgot to put the dates on all these movies, so I'm having to look while you're talking.
yeah.
I'm looking up the date of the next movie in my list. So that brings me to number 12 on my list, which is from 2002, so early in the decade. My number 12 is The Ring, which, man, this movie creeped the shit out of me when I first saw it the first time, so this is sort of, I guess, arguably the American introduction to Japanese horror, J-horror they call it. And I want to watch more of it, but I'd have to say I really haven't seen a lot. I've seen The Grudge and I've seen The Ring, of course, but Japanese horror is a blind spot for me, really. I know there's a lot of stuff out there. But,
I do. I see it on Tubi and on
Yeah.
Netflix. It's available to me, but it's hard for me to watch subtitle movies. Because, like you said, I close my eyes a lot and fall asleep. And if you
Right.
fall asleep to
Right.
a subtitled movie,
Right.
you might as well forget about it.
Yeah,
you
you're
got to
done.
start back
You're
to the
done.
beginning.
But yeah, The Ring it's a classic of the genre. I mean, it's the image of the girl crawling out of the TV is a staple.
Yeah.
And fun story about this. I remember the first time I ever watched this, I watched it by myself, and I was watching it in my room. I lived at home at the time, And my bedroom was in a standalone building off the back of the house, so I was separated
Okay.
from everybody else. Like the back porch and the deck connected to the room out back. It was my older brother's room, and then I moved into it. So I was out there in my room watching it and watching this creepy ass movie, and my guitar case. I had a cloth guitar case for my acoustic guitar. And it just fell over in the middle of the movie for no reason.
Oh no!
And I was creeped out anyway because it's a creepy movie. It definitely does what it sets out to do. So I always remember that my very first time watching it, something weird happened in my room while I was watching it. Very much like when we reviewed Paranormal Activity and something weird happened in the studio. But
yeah, check out that podcast that we did.
Yep. So yeah, number 12 is The Ring from 2002.
All right, that brings us to number 11, and my number 11. This may shock some people, I think, is how low it or how high it is, I guess. But mine is 2000's Final Destination.
All right,
good movie. If you don't know, it's just it's about a guy that I guess he cheats death. So.
Right, several people that end up cheating death.
They cheat death. They were supposed to die in a plane crash. He has a premonition. He gets off the plane, and everybody else, some of the other people get off, and then when security thinks he's crazy, and that he may even be a criminal or a terrorist or something. So they, as they're in the terminal and the plane takes off, it actually blows up.
Mm-hmm.
So they have cheated death. They were supposed to be on the plane. They got off. So now death comes to capture each one of them, and there's some great, I guess, deaths in this.
Yeah,
or not really killings.
What became the staple of the franchise, like shock deaths.
Yes, really good, and it does a good job of setting up why and how, and it's slowly, the camera work is unbelievable on it. So really good movie. The more I watch it, the less impact it has to me.
Right.
So I think it was a time and place for me that even puts it on this list. I think I could probably take it off, but because it was such a kind of like The Ring for you, it was a time and place. So I had to put it on here, and I have it at number 11.
All right. My number 11 is a movie, an anthology movie from 2007 called Trick or Treat.
Yes.
Have you seen Trick or Treat?
I love Trick or Treat.
Okay, all right. So I had not, somehow this was another movie that I slept on for a long time, and I had never seen it. I knew about Sam, the little pumpkin, scarecrow pumpkin guy thing, but I had never watched the movie, and I finally did maybe 3 or 4 years ago. And I was really impressed with it. I love anthology movies, books, and movies anyway. Like we both had VHS on our list last time from the 20-teens. Creep Show. I love that movie. Like, I love anthology stuff. So
there were so many in the 70s that were really good. The Vincent Price movie, anthology
the Tales from the Crypt movie, the Vault of Horror movie.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's good.
I love anthologies. But this movie is so smart about the way it ties the stories together.
One of the best, probably, anthologies to tie together.
I was just really blown away by how well, like, things call back for, like, you'll see a segment in the first half of the movie and something will happen that doesn't really mean anything or make any sense, but then one of the later segments, it ties back to that, and all of a sudden it's like, eureka moment. Like, it makes so much sense.
Yeah, they do a great job.
So good. I mean, I've only seen it the one time, but when I finally did watch it, like, I get it now. I understand why people love this movie so much. So yeah, that is my number. Is that 11?
That was your 11.
Number 11, Trick or Treat.
All right, we're to number 10, and number 10 on my favorite movies from 2000-2009 is a horror comedy. It is 2004's Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
Probably my favorite horror comedy of all time, I would think. I love it. It is a British movie. All the actors have British accents, but it's just a loser Sean and his loser buddy Ed take on zombies pretty much, and it's just so funny, so good. They do have good special effects.
Yeah,
I like it. The zombie effects.
It's funny.
It is. It cracks me up, but good movie to me, and I have it number 10 on my top 13 movies of 2000.
All right, Shaun of the Dead. All right, my number 10 is going to be the second remake on that hits on this list, and it's going to be from 2007, Rob Zombie's Halloween. Number 10.
Wow.
So
I thought he was going to say something totally different.
Okay, all right. Rob Zombie's Halloween. I really like this movie. I like that they fill in some backstory to try to explain why Michael is the way he is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's super violent. I love that they brought back Danielle Harris and cast her as Annie, the friend. The dad is Chucky, the voice of Chucky.
Yeah.
It's Brad Dourif. It's so good. You can tell. I mean, I think maybe where a lot of people got hung up here is if you were a diehard fan of Halloween, he changed enough stuff that you'd be put off by this. But as we established, we love Halloween.
Yeah.
But it was a 3.5 Howl movie for us, so I'm open to interpretation.
Yeah, sure.
And I really like what he did with it. I like the sequel, Halloween 2, which is Rob Zombie's sequel to his remake, not a remake of Halloween 2. And a lot of people really don't. I mean, that one's pretty panned by horror fans. They don't like it, but I enjoy it. So, yeah, I think he did a really good job, and I enjoy watching the movie. I saw it in the theater twice, I believe. So, yeah. So, Halloween remake by Rob Zombie.
All right, we're to number 9, and my 9th favorite movie is from 2008, and it is The Strangers. Creepy movie. We live kind of out in the country a little bit, and if I looked out back and saw some of the the video you get in this movie, it would chill you to the bone, and it does. It's very, very creepy. But it's pretty much a couple are staying at a vacation home, and they're terrorized by these masked intruders. It's one of those intruder movies, and it's just
Home Invasion.
There you go. Yeah, very, very creepy. But yeah, 2008, The Strangers is number 9.
All right. My number 9 is going to be from 2005. It is a movie called Hostel. So this was Hostel and Saw were kind of the big two of what later would become called torture porn.
Yeah.
But I feel like Hostel has more story than that. It's about these guys that travel abroad to Slovakia. They're on a European tour, but they go to Bratislava, Slovakia. And they pretty much get seduced by these girls and get drugged and kidnapped by it's like an organized kidnapping ring so that rich people can pay to do whatever they want, murder, torture, maim, whatever people. And they get abducted by this group to be tortured and killed. So it's hard to watch at times, but I feel like the story is versus other later entries of what would be considered torture porn. I feel like Hostel does a good job of being entertaining with the story and believable.
Yeah,
and
believable. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, it's very believable. So yeah, I think I hold it in pretty high regard, an Eli Roth movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, Hostel from 2005 is my number 9.
All right, we are to my number 8, and it is going to be the remake that I was speaking of, my only remake on this list, and it is a Wes Craven remake. Not the remake isn't done by Wes Craven. The original was Wes Craven, and it is The Hills Have Eyes.
Oh, okay.
Great movie, and I do enjoy this better than the original. I think it is so disturbing, though. There is some very, very hard things to watch in this movie. My wife will absolutely not watch this movie. She absolutely hates it.
I get that.
But it's because it's so believable and just so, it's just disturbing. But it's just some guys they get caught out in the desert, and the hills have eyes, and the eyes are just like these inbred people that live in the desert and just terrorizing these people driving through the desert. Just so creepy.
Yep.
So yeah, number 8 is 2006 remake of The Hills Have Eyes.
All right. My number 8, I do not believe this will be the first time we talk about it. I think this is going to come in on your list a little higher. Is a movie from 2003. The second time we're talking Rob Zombie. It is House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yeah, I love this movie.
House of a Thousand Corpses. This was Rob Zombie's first movie, at least I think, and it's weird. It's crazy. I mean, I loved Rob Zombie already from the music. I was a fan of White Zombie and then Rob Zombie.
Yeah,
music.
I was too. I had a couple albums.
Yeah, so I was already on board, and then when he started doing movies, it's like, hell yeah, let's watch this. And I remember going to the theater to see House of a Thousand Corpses. Such a weird movie. I mean, everybody remembers when they're going to the Red Hot Pussy Liquor store, the liquor store, Red Hot Pussy Liquors.
Yeah.
It's just such a weird movie. Introduces so many. Captain Spaulding is just a legend at this point.
Absolutely.
I mean, man, I really enjoy House of a Thousand Corpses. It's a weird movie. Maybe it's not for the casual horror fan. It's a little much for that. But if you're a big time horror fan and you're not put off by weirdness, then yeah, you got Chris Hardwick. Which is weird because it's like that's the guy that hosted Talking Dead, the after show for Walking Dead and he doesn't even look like himself in that movie. It's so good. Yeah, Sherry Moon is Rob Zombie's wife, is crazy as hell in that movie, and yeah, I'm a huge fan. You get what's the guy's name from played Chop Top in Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2? Bill Moseley. Bill Moseley is in it. So good. Yeah. So yeah. Second time in my list, Rob Zombie has brought up a mention, but House of a Thousand Corpses.
All right. We are to my number 7 pick, and this is going to be 2005's The Descent. So I really enjoyed this movie, but it's pretty much just 3 women. They want to go explore a cave, and they get down in there, and there is some subterranean monsters that live in the cave system. And they have to just survive that. But it's really well done. Keeps you guessing and just it gets under your skin. But really good movie. I like it a lot. It is 2005's The Descent.
All right. So what number are we on? That is number 7.
You're on 7.
Okay. My number 7 is again from 2007. I've hit that year a few times. It is the movie 30 Days of Night.
Yeah.
30 Days of Night is a vampire movie set in Alaska. And I remember watching this for the first time. I did not know. So this movie is based on a comic book series, like a graphic novel. And I wasn't familiar with it. So I saw the movie first. And I watched the movie and I saw the premise. They're in an area of Alaska where the sun goes down and it's down for 30 days because of where they are and the way the Earth rotation is. So there are areas where it's dark for a long time. And I watched this movie and it's like, why didn't we think of this sooner? Like,
I know.
This is brilliant.
Yeah.
Like, where would vampires thrive in an area where it's not daytime for a month? It's like, oh my God, the vampires are really violent, and I mean, it's not like Interview with the Vampires where they're like sophisticated. Like, these are savage vampires. and it's so good. I've since read the comic book too. The comic's good. But yeah, it's just such a good idea. So violent, dark, and gritty. Just, yeah, I loved it. So yeah, 30 Days of Night from 2007.
Cool. All right, I'm to my number 6, and here we're hitting 2007 again. This one is going to be Paranormal Activity is my number 6 movie from 2009. We did an episode on Paranormal Activity. You should check it out. Very good movie.
Yep.
Found footage. A couple in a house suspects maybe something's going on, so the boyfriend sets up cameras to try to investigate and figure out what the bump in the night is, and it just spirals into just a great ending to this movie.
Yep.
So yeah, that Paranormal Activity for me is number 6.
Number 6. All right. I figured that would make your list. All right, so my number 6 is a repeat. It's one that you already listed. My number 6 is going to come from 2005. It is The Descent.
Oh yeah.
I also really enjoy this movie. It's a dark movie.
Yeah.
Like it. You didn't mention it, but in the beginning, like this woman, her husband and daughter get killed in an accident that she's into,
Yes.
so she's the only survivor. And her friends go on this cave exploring trip together.
I thinking what I said 3 women. I think it was 6 women.
It's more than 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just go into this what they don't know at the time is an unexplored cave because the one friend lies about it. But man, the underground creatures are so creepy.
Oh yeah.
So tense. Such a good movie.
The camera works awesome. It's just like each corner they go around, the camera pans around.
Yeah. Every time one of those creatures just appears in frame, it's like, God damn it. Those things are scary as hell. And yeah, such a good movie. I mean, it's dark. It's not a feel-good movie by any means.
No.
But yeah. So my number 6 is The Descent.
All right, we are into the top 5.
Top 5.
So this one is a movie that the first time I saw it, I'll never forget it because I am a big serial killer documentary type fan. I love learning about serial killers. I don't know why, but I do. And the ultimate serial killer that he may not kill the most people, but the one that has the most mystery is, of course, Jack the Ripper. So, and this was a movie from 2001, and it was From Hell. Absolutely love this movie. It hit my feelers really well with the serial killer aspect and the Jack the Ripper mystery, and they do such a good job. Their little twist on it, but so good. Johnny Depp in it. I was blown away. It is a bigger budget movie. It's not like some kind of small budget movie,
Right.
But and you can tell. But man, I love the story. I think it was just so good. So my number 5 is 2001's From Hell.
All right. I've never seen that. I'm aware of it, but I've never seen it. So that's another one I need to watch. All right. My number 5 is another movie crossover that Rich has already mentioned. My number 5 is from 2004. It is the horror comedy Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, I'm so glad this is
I
on
love
your
Shaun
list.
of the Dead. Like, until I saw Tucker and Dale versus Evil, Shaun of the Dead was my favorite horror comedy. It's so good. I mean, so many classic scenes when they're flinging records at the zombie in the backyard.
They're reading whether it's worthy of throwing or not.
Whether they need to keep it or they can throw it. Like the Batman soundtrack. It's so funny. Such a good movie. And I love zombies, so anything poking fun at the slow zombie genre that I love so much is good stuff. But yeah, absolutely classic. Shaun of the Dead is my number 5.
Oh, great. All right, we are to number 4, favorite movies from 2000 and 2009. And mine is one that you've already mentioned, and it is 2007's Trick or Treat.
All right.
The anthology film that you had, I think, what was that? You had it at
I had it at number 11.
11. So I've moved it up quite a bit. So I really like it. Same as you, the tie together is great, and the way you see things happening, and it just doesn't make sense to you. But when you get maybe the third or fourth story told, it'll bring it back, and then especially at the end, it really brings it all home. And just a great, so many good segments. Just really good. But yeah. So that is my number 4, Trick or Treat. And I should mention that my daughter is a big, big fan of this too. I think the first time I saw it was her first time seeing it. So we really like watching this. She is infatuated with the little Sam guy that he was talking about.
Yeah.
She likes getting action figures and little statues and stuff. But yeah, Trick or Treat 2007, number 4.
All right. Well, my number 4 is going to be the third time that Rob Zombie makes my list. And my number 4 is from 2005, The Devil's Rejects. The Devil's Rejects is the sequel to House of a Thousand Corpses. There was a third movie to make it a trilogy called The Three from Hell. That one I did not enjoy as much. That was in... It might have been in the 20-teens, or maybe it was early 2020s. But to me, The Devil's Rejects is the peak of the series. It takes the weirdness of House of a Thousand Corpses, and it's less weird of a movie. I mean, it's Captain Spaulding and then Bill Moseley and Sherry Moon Zombie, basically running from the law, and you just get this road Bonnie and Clyde shit almost. And it's just, I mean, it's still weird, but it's not as weird. It's a very good movie. Probably, I would say it's my favorite Rob Zombie movie that he's done entirely. But yeah, I enjoy watching it more than House of a Thousand Corpses. So very good. House of a Thousand Corpses is my number 4.
All right. So we're to number 3.
Top 3.
So this one, it has a little controversy behind it, but I couldn't leave it. And the more I pondered and should I put it higher on the list? No, I would say, there's some, like I said, there's controversy around the director and stuff. And and I just couldn't keep it off. I absolutely love it. It is 2001's going back to the beginning of the decade.
I know what you're going to say.
Jeepers Creepers. Absolutely love this movie.
Creepers.
It was so refreshing for me because there was a lot of, like you said, torture porn and The Ring and some things, paranormal stuff, more ghost things. But to me, it was so refreshing to see this monster movie.
Yeah.
And I love monster movies, and we absolutely have a monster movie here. Just so good. But the other one, the second and third, I don't think was as good.
I saw the second one. I don't think I ever saw the third one.
But Jeepers Creepers is
it's very good.
Yeah, it's just it's loosely based on a true story. Which actually, the beginning actually did happen. It was a married couple, though, and they actually saw the truck pass them.
Right.
And kind of, in the movie, this truck kind of terrorizes this brother-sister duo going across the desert, and it ends up blowing past them, but they roll up past this house, and they see that same truck, and they see this guy throwing it looks like a body wrapped in a sheet down this well.
Yeah.
And that actually happened. It was a married couple, and they saw this, and it was actually on Unsolved Mysteries back in the 80s. And
I saw that.
Yeah, that's how they actually found the killer, was through Unsolved Mysteries. The guy went in behind.
Stack.
Yeah. So I just absolutely love it. And like I said, so refreshing to get a monster movie. So that is 2001.
Yeah.
Jeepers Creepers is my number 3.
The controversy is about the director. The guy that made the movie turned out to be a piece of shit. But
yeah.
But separate the art from the artist. hell of a movie.
Yes.
Yep. All right. My number 3. We're getting into the top 3s now. Again, another movie Rich already mentioned. My number 3 is from 2007, Paranormal Activity.
Oh, I thought this was going to be your number 1 for sure.
No, it's my number 3. And it makes sense that I had this higher than Rich because I rated this a 4.5 howls when we did our deep dive episode. I love Paranormal Activity, love the whole series, but this is my favorite one, and it absolutely had to crack the top 3. There are 2 movies ahead of it, but yeah, if you want to know my thoughts about Paranormal Activity, go check that episode out. I love the movie. Super, super great found footage.
Very good movie.
Ghost movie. I mean, it sets a bar that is hard to get over. So, my number 3, Paranormal Activity.
All right, we are to number 2, favorite movies from 2000 to 2009. And my final 2 movies, I fought with myself and debated with myself which one's 1, which one's 2, struggled with it. Ultimately, I finally figured it out.
You know what's fun is my number 1 and number 2 have not been on your list. So I wonder if either of my 1 and 2 is your 1 and 2.
Well, I will say this, that when I started this, planning for this episode and the ranking, I knew these were going to be 1 and 2.
Okay.
Absolutely knew they was going to be 1 and 2. I just didn't know the order. It was very simple for me. It wasn't even a debate that these were going to be 1 and 2. Two of my favorite movies of all time.
Okay.
But I am going to go with number 2 is 2005's. You've already mentioned it. The Devil's Rejects. Rob Zombie's great movie. Love this movie. Love these characters. Captain Spaulding. When we talk about
that is the pinnacle of Captain Spaulding.
Oh, he is so good in this. I absolutely love it. Yeah, I had a hard time keeping this out of number 1. The dialogue for the characters is so good. They're just, it's unbelievable. Rob Zombie did a great job, and the actors did a great job. It almost feels like it's real life, like you're watching a documentary almost. These actors are so good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like you mentioned, they're just on the run from the law. Are wild and crazy killers, and the great thing is they are nasty, disgusting people, but you root for them. It's one of the few movies for me that I absolutely root for the bad guys. They're just.
They'd absolutely become anti-heroes.
They do. They just draw you in, and you're kind of let's go, let's get away. But yeah, so that's it. And it is one of my favorite horror movies of all time, especially kind of I know it's not new, but newer movie. I'm a big fan
anything
of classic
post 1990 is a new movie.
So, Devil's Reject 2005 is my number 2 favorite movie from that decade.
All right. Mine. Well, that means that one of my 1 and 2 did not make your list at all.
This is exciting stuff. I can't believe that I still can't believe Paranormal.
It wasn't number 1.
Yeah.
No. There's 2 in front of it. So my number 2, again from 2007.
Wow, good year.
That was a hell of a year. Turns out. It is a Stephen King adaptation, and it is a movie called 1408.
Oh, yeah, I saw this.
It's a haunted hotel room.
I didn't see this movie till recently.
Okay, all right. I adore this movie.
Yeah.
So I read so it's a short story. It's in the book Everything's Eventual. But the movie stars John Cusack and Samuel L. Jackson, mostly John Cusack.
Yeah.
It's almost a solo performance, and he is so good. It's so creepy.
He is.
I mean, it's a haunted hotel room, not the hotel,
Yeah.
not the whole hotel, just the room. And he is John Cusack plays a writer who goes to haunted locations and writes about his experience. So his books are about staying in haunted places, and he goes to do a book about the Dolphin Hotel in room 1408. And man, it's so creepy, so just I say the word unsettling a lot, and this movie does it. And the story is even better. The Stephen King short story is so good. just the creepiest movie. I love it. I love John Cusack anyway. Samuel L. Jackson's great. It's just a mind fuck all the way through.
It is.
It's
it
so
keeps
good.
you guessing, and they do a really good job of building that suspense.
I love it, man. So yeah, I'm glad you've at least seen it.
Yeah.
It didn't make your list.
It's on my honorable mentions.
Okay,
for
yeah,
sure.
for me, but my number 2, I love that movie so much. Yeah, 1408.
Wow, I am really surprised. I mean,
Number 2.
not you picked that. I still can't believe that you didn't have Paranormal Activity number 1.
Number 1.
All right, we are to my number 1 movie from 2000 to 2009. And like I mentioned, this was a no-brainer. It was going to either fall 1 or 2 as soon as we started this movie. And it is a Rob Zombie movie, and it is 2003's House of a Thousand Corpses. You may ask me tomorrow, I might have Devil's Rejects number 1.
Yeah.
But as I sit here right now, and the reason why is, like I mentioned, you know that I am a monster movie fan, and in this you have Dr. Satan, who is pretty much he's pretty much a monster that lives underground, and it just. And that's the lore. That's what they're looking for, the lore of this little town. And where's Dr. Satan? They want to see it. And the horror ride at the beginning, I love it. You're introduced to Captain Spaulding at the beginning with the guys wanting to rob the fried chicken store. Oh, my gosh, it's so good. Absolutely love it. And like I said, I love Devil's Rejects also. But sitting here today, I'm confident and I'm happy that I put House of a Thousand Corpses as my number 1 movie of 2000 to 2009.
You know, I almost asked when you did Devil's Rejects at, what is it, 3? Was that your number 3?
It was 2.
Number 2. Okay,
Yeah.
so 1 and 2 were.
So I struggled with those 2
because you said that, and I was thinking, like, did you not put House of a Thousand Corpses on your list at all? I know you love that movie.
Yeah, I love it.
Well, that leads me to my number 1, which means,
man, I am excited.
which means that my number 1 and number 2 were not in your top 13.
Oh man.
Which last time when we did the 20 teens, your number 1 wasn't in my top 13
Yeah.
either.
This is awesome. I love it.
My number 1 is a movie from 2005, The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Oh yeah. Wow.
I feel, to me, exorcism movies, possession movies are like the scariest possible situations.
Yeah,
like,
they are.
I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of The Exorcist ever, but just that genre, being possessed by a demon, is so creepy to me.
It is creepy.
And I don't know that any movie has ever really portrayed it like The Exorcism of Emily Rose. It's almost part like an episode of Law and Order merged with The Exorcist, because the movie is it's based on a true story, and it's about the trial of a priest who was doing an exorcism, and the girl that he was trying to exorcise the demon from dies at some point during the exorcism. So he is being tried for murder, basically. So like half the movie is his trial and his lawyer trying to understand what happened and defend him, and then flashbacks of what happened throughout the exorcism and how she became possessed, and that progression from normal girl to possessed girl by a demon. It's so good. It's so creepy. I mean, I just love it, man. Like, it's my absolute favorite possession movie ever.
Wow.
Bold. Compared to The Exorcist, I mean, I'd rather watch this than The Exorcist. I love The Exorcist. It's a great movie, but The Exorcism of Emily Rose is just, it's great. Like,
it is. I when I was making this list, and I looked up all the movies from the decade, and I have seen this, but it was longer ago than any of these other movies, I think, that I had seen it. So it was vague on my memory, but the more you talk about it and was explaining to it, the more I'm remembering about it. And I didn't go revisit this movie for this. I kind of wish I would have now. It may have made my top 13.
It's very smart, because a lot of the argument in the trial is whether she was just crazy.
Yeah.
And the way they film it, there's a lot of stuff where when you're watching it from her perspective, and it's like the possession happening, like there are colors in the background, but then when you'll see the same scene again from like a bystander, and the colors are different to make it seem less evil.
Yeah.
Kinda. It's just really well done, really smart movie, and I don't know, it's just top tier. Like that movie creeped me the hell out. So
That's
yeah.
awesome.
So yeah, my number one from the 2000s is The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Yes, good. I think there's some good movies right there we talked about, and there's a lot that I didn't leave on. I guess we could go
Yeah.
through our honorable
Oh,
mentions
yeah.
now if we
Yep.
want. But so some of my honorable mentions I had on this was Dog Soldiers 2002, which I think you mentioned that you haven't.
I have
seen
not
that.
seen it.
It was okay. I do like it. The werewolves are good. It's just a werewolf movie, but that was on my honorable mention. The Others.
Oh yeah,
The Others is really creepy.
Nicole Kidman.
Ghost story movie. Me and Tina watched that when it first came to DVD, and we had rented that and watched it. That one really blew me away. It has a great twist. The ending. Wrong Turn. Kind of another like The Hills Have Eyes. A little bit disgusting movie. Let the Right One In.
I've never seen that, but
Now-
I've heard it's really good.
Now I think there is a American version or a episodic show called Let the Right One In,
Okay.
but
There
the
might
one
be.
I watched was from 2008, the Swedish
Yeah,
movie, and it's a slow burn, very very slow burn, and I hadn't seen it, and I know looking up other people's top 10s or 13s or whatever you want to do from the 2000
Mhm.
decade. A lot of people had this
yeah,
number
it's a popular
one.
movie.
A lot of people had this number one. I didn't, so I wanted to watch it. I wanted to visit this thing and make sure it's not going to be on my list, and it's not. It's not on my list, but it's probably worth to watch. Disturbing though, bleak, sad, dark, but yeah, that was one, and one that I really liked. I saw it with my dad in the theater. It was Van Helsing. It's more of like an action movie, but it has some of your classic monsters in it.
Right.
But that was an honorable mention. What about you, Steve? You have any honorable mentions?
I sure do. Like last time, I have a top 25 list. But so, and actually one of these, so my number 13 I listed as Dawn of the Dead remake. I bumped that as we sat here because on my original ranking it was number 15, but I just couldn't leave it off.
Yeah.
So my original number 13, which is now an honorable mention, is the movie Underworld. Have you ever seen Underworld? It's werewolves and vampires,
Does
almost
that
an
have
action. Kate Beckinsale.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have not seen it, but I've
Really?
seen pieces of it.
You would like.
Yeah.
I mean, it's action, very Van Helsing-ish.
Yeah.
Really good. I mean, it's a whole. There's 4 of them, maybe.
Yeah.
4 or 5.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's good.
And I do need to watch that because, like you said,
Yeah.
as much as I like monsters.
Some movies that on your list that were also in my honorable mentions were, well, we talked about Quarantine being a remake of Wreck, I think.
Yeah.
Jeepers Creepers was an honorable mention.
Yeah, I'm surprised. That was my number 3.
Yeah, I enjoy that movie. Other ones that I had, Blair Witch 2. I love the Blair Witch, and I really like Blair Witch 2.
Yeah.
A lot of people hate them. It's not a found footage movie. It's like it's a normal movie set in like the hysteria following the first movie.
Okay.
I really like it. Most people hate it, but I like it. The remake of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it's good. It's nothing like the original.
Is that the one with Arlie Ermy, where he plays the gas station? You know, Arlie. He was the drill sergeant on.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
He's the sheriff.
He does it.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
the crooked sheriff.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's got Jessica Biel.
Jessica Biel. Yes.
Yeah,
She is a good looking lady.
she is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was on my honorable mentions. 13 Ghosts was on there.
Tina
which
loves 13
I like
Ghosts.
that movie a lot,
I
too.
can't remember it very much. It is a remake.
It's a remake from like a 50s movie.
yeah, a
but
black
yeah,
and white movie.
Yeah, I like.
I need to watch that again.
I
'cause
like that.
Tina would watch that one with me.
Saw, which
have
I did
Saw
put
as honorable
Hostel on
mention.
my list, which I guess I'd rather watch Hostel than Saw.
Yeah.
The Mist. Great Stephen King adaptation.
Yeah.
Very sad, very dark movie.
It is. Tina says she'll never watch that again because the ending,
The
just
endings fuck
destroyed
you up, man.
her. Destroyed her.
Zombieland. Neither one of us mentioned that.
Wow, yeah, Zombie.
It's a good horror
It is.
comedy.
It's funny.
I mean, it didn't crack my top 13,
Yeah,
but I like
it's
it.
cool the way they did it, the double tap and
The last one that I'll mention is The Queen of the Damned, which was the sequel to Interview with the Vampire. The book Queen of the Damned is one of my favorite books of all time.
I have not. I did read Interview with the Vampire and I really liked it,
Yeah.
but I did not read Queen of the Damned.
So that it's technically the third book.
Yeah.
The Vampire Lestat is the second book. But and Vampire Lestat and Queen of the Damned are really one big story, kind of with Interview with the Vampire, but the movie's not that great. But because I love the book so much,
Yeah.
I enjoyed watching the movie. At least they tried to
Right.
do it. It's just such a big story, it's hard to pull that off. But so yeah, Queen of the Damned was an honorable mention, even though I know it's not that great of a movie.
Yeah.
All right, well that will do it for our ranking of 2000s movies. So like last time, there's probably movies from the 2000s that we didn't mention at all.
And maybe we didn't see it.
That probably means we didn't see it.
Yeah.
Odds are, if there's something really good that we didn't mention, we probably didn't see it.
Yeah.
So please do comment. Let us know what your favorite movie from the 2000s
Yeah, I'd love to
was.
know you guys' favorite. Do
Yeah.
13.
Do your top 13. Yeah. Do some work like we
Yeah.
did.
It's fun.
Yeah, it is fun. I enjoy doing it. So I think so we do have a plan for, like I said before, we're not going to do every single Quick Cuts. It's not going to be this series. We're going to break it up here and there. I know we have a plan for September, so there are going to be some interruption there, but I think next time will be the 90s. I don't think we have anything lined up. So the next episode of Quick Cuts will be our top 13 horror movies from the 90s. Before that, it will be my choice for our next deep dive review, which, as of this recording, I still haven't picked yet. I'll let Rich know that, and I'll tease it to you the weekend before the episode drops. But until then, like, rate, review, do what you do on the podcast platform of your choosing. If you, we love interaction. Comment. Spread the word. Tell people about it. Reach out to us. We love to talk about horror movies. So
There's a Facebook page.
there's a Facebook page for Never Not Horror, and then we share it on our other socials. So
Sure.
but the quickest way to get to us is the Facebook page. So yep, like, rate, review, do what you do. And if you want to check us out outside of what we do on the podcast, go to youtube.com, search for Rich Hansel, and you'll find his channel. SteveClarkBooks.com, and you can check out my books. And come back next time, which will be the next deep dive movie review. And whatever it is, it's never not horror.
Oh, yeah.
Are they slow moving, Chief?
Yeah, they're dead. They're all messed up.